Crown on the throne, ash in the street, peace in the mouth, blood at its feet. Ring the bell, lower the blade, pray the wound is worth the mercy. Was done, or so they said, but hungry roads still counted dead. The fields were bare, the storehouses thin, and every lord came smiling in. They brought us maps, they brought us claims, old family seals and cleaner names. Tax the west, chain the hills, mercy never pays the bills. Alaric sat with the crown held high, but sleep had left a shadow in his eye. I stood beside him with my lute and scar, missing the road in the tavern bar. Then Garin came with iron chains, a rebel lord from the western rains. Edric Vale, proud and pale, with fire still hiding beneath his mail. The court cried blood, the widows cried head, but the king looked down and chose law instead. Mercy spared the blade, but the fire came instead. One man walked away, and the innocent bled. We sang for peace, but the smoke answered back. Now the crown learns fear on a blackened track. Mercy, mercy, beautiful and frail. How many graves for the mercy that failed? Swear your peace, the young king said. Feed your lands, bury your dead. Raise no sword beneath my name, and I will not answer shame with flame. Vale bent his knee on the marble floor, but pride stood tall behind his door. I watched his eyes, I knew that art, a kneeling man with an iron heart. I told the king he bent, not broke. Some oaths are ash before the smoke. Alaric said, if I start with death, what kingdom breathes beneath my breath? Someone must be spared at first, so the crown becomes a butcher's curse. I wanted to cheer, I wanted to trust, but mercy is gold laid down in dust. Mercy spared the blade, but the fire came instead. One man walked away, and the innocent bled. We sang for peace, but the smoke answered back. Now the crown learns fear on a blackened track. Mercy, mercy, beautiful and frail. How many graves for the mercy that failed? I sang in the square till the cold stones rang, of a king who chose law when the old wolves sang. Some raised cups, some cursed my name, some spat at the mercy and called it shame. An old woman gripped my sleeve, with eyes too tired to beg or grieve. Easy to sing forgiveness, son, when your child's not the buried one. Her words cut deeper than any knife. I carried them back through the palace night. Then a rider came through the midnight rain. Harrowmere burns in Vale's name. Ride through smoke and mud. Mercy has teeth when it feeds on blood. Ride, no bells, no song. The spared man's fire has carried too long. Barns were black, the well ran red. Children cried beside the dead. A royal banner burned in the rain, and every survivor spoke the king's name. We found Harrowmere under a choking sky, with broken carts and no birds to fly. A child held wood from a toy split through, and asked if the king had promised true. One man said, you had him bound, you let him walk from royal ground. A mother whispered cold and clear, our dead paid for your mercy here. I reached for song, but no song came. Some wounds will not answer a bard by name. Alaric knelt in the ash and stone, and for the first time looked truly alone. Mercy spared the blade, but the fire came. answered back. Now the crown learns fear on a blackened track. Mercy, mercy, beautiful and frail. How many graves for the mercy that failed? We hunt to fail to the old hill keep, where cowards wake and martyrs sleep. He smiled when dragged to the village square, with soot and judgment in the air. Will you forgive me twice, boy king? Will your pretty bard rise up and sing? Alaric's voice was low as stone. No! Vale said, war has cost my lord. The king drew breath and gripped his sword. No pride has cost. The innocent pay them. Mercy spared the blade, but the fire came instead. One man walked away, and the innocent bled. We sang for peace, but the smoke answered back. Now the crown learns fear on a blackened track. Mercy, mercy, bright as a veil, torn by the hands of the mercy that failed. No more fire, no more lies. The king gave judgment beneath burned skies. That night he said, I spared one man and buried 30. I told him, you did not burn this place. He said, but I gave in the days. Then the crown was quiet and the ashes heard him say, mercy given to the cruel is sometimes cruelty to the innocent. And I feared he was right.